Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another story from Reddit. This one is actually from the AITA subreddit. I know, shocking. And it's titled, Am I the Astronaut for Deciding Not to Use My Favorite Girl Name for My Daughter Like I Always Wanted because my husband's sister decided to use it for hers? That bitch. My husband and I, 30 male and female, welcomed our second baby into the world a few weeks ago. We had originally planned to give her a name that I adored since childhood. But then my husband's sister had a baby girl and she decided to give her daughter this name. It came from nowhere because she always preferred timeless names like Elizabeth, Emily, Emma, Catherine, and so on. The name she ended up going for, / my favorite girl name, is Serafina. It's not a name that she just pulled from the, okay. A lot of people knew it was my favorite, and it was our girl name. When I was expecting our son, we had mentioned it would be our girl name. Even before having kids, friends and family knew that that was the name I adored. But I was never fond of family members sharing the same first name. I know what happens. I know it's not the end of the world. Nobody owns a name. I also know that in some families, it's very common for relatives to have the same first name, but I personally don't love it. So after sister-in-law had her baby, we came up with another name for our daughter. My in-laws had been surprised when sister-in-law had her daughter and announced the name. Most people had expected her daughter to be Emily because she talked about that name a lot. Serafina came from nowhere with her. Nah, OP, it came from somewhere. When we announced our daughter's name, the actual name after she was born, we did get asked why we had chosen not to use Serafina. And my husband told them we had decided to go with something else during the pregnancy because we felt it was for the best. No specific reason given, at least not that he brought up around me. But his mom and his other sister and one of his brothers did make comments to sister-in-law about it being her fault. They said it was pretty clear our change came because she used the name we intended to use. Sister-in-law ended up fighting with her mom because it was always clear I was never sister-in-law's favorite person, and she accused her of doing it spitefully. Hey-o, mom, mother-in-law, going to bat for OP? Huh? I still haven't made a green flags animation, but I need to. I'm writing it down. Green flags. Maybe someday I'll get that done. Now I gotta find my place. Sorry. This has come back around to me because sister-in-law has now come for me, saying I should have used the name too. I shouldn't have let her get blamed for stealing a name when nobody could steal a name. Hold up. This bitch gets busted for stealing your name and blames it on you? You've got to be shitting me. How is this bizzo working it out in her mind where she's like, I know what I'll do. I'll throw shade at OP because OP didn't use the name that I stole. That makes sense. Wow. I've got a name for you, sister-in-law. First name Biz, middle name Natch. I told her I never accused her of anything like that. She told me I didn't need to because the name Serafina was something everyone knew for years that I loved, and then all of a sudden I finally have a girl and use a different name? Oh wait, she just admitted complicit knowledge of stealing the name from you. And it happens just after she also decides to use the name for her daughter. I told, what is she trying to accomplish with this? She's going in after you. She's like, you've been talking about that name for years. Everybody knows that's your name. As soon as I steal the name, you don't use the name? Yeah. Why are you confessing, Biznatch? And it happens just after she also decides to use the name for her daughter. I told her we're entitled to change our minds just like she is. Entitled is right. I also told her I don't have to answer to her. She told me I created drama for no reason, and there's no way the change idea came from her brother, that it was clearly me who got butthurt over it. She told me to get over it, and there could have been 2 Serafinas. She also accidentally admitted she had been waiting for me to confront her on the name. Oh, so you did it to start shit, Biznatch. Well. She caught herself before finishing and just went on about how I had changed the name to stir shit and make her family turn on her. She also accused me of using the girls as pawns in this whole thing. Am I the astronaut? No, OP, you are not. You are dealing with a professional shit stirrer, though. Biznatch is hardcore about this shit, but you reverse Uno'd her, which I love. Standing ovation for OP because seeing the writing on the wall here, not confronting her, not announcing you're going to use a different name, waiting until after the birth, and then saying this is the name we chose, forced her hand. The fact that she is still acting like the victim in this situation and just coming at you because the family came at her and called her to the carpet is just confirmation of what everybody in this entire planet knows about Biznatch, except for Biznatch. Biznatch's own mom is like, you're a Biznatch. And she's like, that bitch sister-in-law. Sister-in-law. Ask on one. Biznatch. OP. NTA. Mean Girl, for sure, Sarah. Yeah. And now the kid, Serafina, is growing up with this cursed name because it was stolen from somebody. Look, OP was willing to let it go and not start shit at all. Not have any kind of conflict going at all. Sister-in-law came after her. The thief. It's like somebody stealing your car and then you getting a different car and then coming back and being like, why didn't you come for this car, asshole? Like, I don't think you understand what's happening here, Biznatch. I don't understand. Yes, definitely no contact if that's an option. Please. She did. She weaponized her child's name and her child because now for the rest of her life, Serafina is going to be like, why is my name a problem?